Visual to blindness.
For so long, people with vision have seen people with no vision as hopeless and no positive future for them. But we, as Vision to Blindness, we are here to change this negative mindset that people with vision have been thinking towards blind community. However, our plan as Vision to Blindness is to interview young men and women who have experienced both vision and no vision. And today's interview, I am so happy to have this young fellow in studio.
Visual to blindness.
I see. So okay, after you finish after you stop your third year of university, what happened next?
Yeah. But like I said, I went to the first stage of depression because my friends were all graduating, getting decent jobs, and I was pretty much just lying down home doing nothing, and it was eating me up. It was killing me, not just eating me up. Because always my blood pressure was high, and the doctor kept warning me, calm down, you're too young to be having high blood pressure. And I'm like, okay, and stuff like that. So eventually, in 2017, my dad took me to Saudi German hospital in Saudi Arabia. So from there, he told us to go for Umrah. So we went. And my brother and my siblings. So can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So when we went there, we did all the prayer, and I had just one prayer, like, God, I want to see before I go back to Nigeria. I want to see. Because growing up, they told us that once you go to the Holy Kaaba, whatever you prayed for there is accepted. If it didn't manifest that moment, that means God has special plans for you, or there's something, you understand, big coming, or God justice isn't denied.
Hello. Yeah, it seems like we are having bad connection, but carry on. I can hear you right now.
Yeah. So pretty much, I had that prayer. I prayed. I want to see. And till my last day, I was insane. So my last hour when I went to the Holy Kaaba, this is where it gets funny. I said, God, it's official, I'm going to go back without missing. But I just want you to do one thing for me.
Yeah.
I just want you to take away the pain in my heart. The pain in my parents' heart. I know you let this happen to me for a purpose. Because people say it's the handwork of man. People say you're doing, but I know whatever it is, even if it is man, you saw it happening. And you let it happen to me for a purpose. I just want you to show me the right way. I just want you to show me the purpose. I just want you to make me happy, make my parents happy, lift the weight of our hearts, and just show me the way, and show me the reason why you allowed this to happen to me. And I cried. I was on my knees and I cried and stuff like that. And the moment we turned, we were walking away, I felt like a heavy load was lifted off my shoulder. And we came back home. Since we came back to Nigeria, I just felt a little bit lighter, and there was just one thought in my head. What next? What next? What next? Then I received the most strangest phone call ever. No, before then, I woke up one morning. Nobody in the house. I was all alone in the house. I was in the room, and I was laying in my bed, and I started crying. And started hitting my bed with the pillows. I was asking the bed, what does the bed want from me? I was asking the bed, what do you want from me? Why am I still here? Why are you keeping me here? My mates are outside progressing, doing great things, and I'm here doing nothing. And I was crying. And at a point, I thought I have lost it, and I was laughing at myself, and I was like, this is how madness starts. You're talking to a bed. How do you expect the bed to respond to you? And I was just laughing at myself, telling myself that this is how madness starts. Then I received the strangest phone call.
Okay.
It was, this guy just called me. Immediately I picked up. He was like, what are you doing at home? I was like, excuse me? He said, you heard me. What the hell are you doing at home? People are outside doing great things, and you're there and you're just doing nothing, wasting your life at home. I was like, what? What do you mean? He's like, I was trying to be rude, and he was ruder. He was shouting at me, then he ended his call. So he was like, get out and go for rehabilitation. And he ended the call. And I called him, I called and called, he didn't pick up. Then my sister came back, I used her phone, and I called him. And I was like, who is it? He now told me his name was Mr. Lazarus.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, how may I help? Mr. Lazarus? He said, yes. He said, get out of the house. Your parents and that house is doing you no justice. Get out. He's also a visually impaired man.
Okay.
So I was like, what do you mean? He said, go for rehabilitation. Save your life by yourself. And he ended the call. And that was when rehabilitation hit me. That I needed to go for rehabilitation. And I started searching for rehabilitation. And I'm the kind of person that loves to go far.
Okay.
So I started searching for this rehabilitation in Lagos because I based in Abuja. So I found the rehabilitation. It was okay. It was very nice and comfortable. It's something that I know my parents are going to approve. I did the interview online. I submitted the application. I did everything without telling my parents.
Mm-hmm.
So it was time for me to pay my tuition fee. And that was the problem. I was so scared to talk to my parents about it.
About the fee?
Yes, not just the fee, the school. Because before I started applying, I asked my siblings, and my immediate sister was like, no. My brother was like, no. My kid sister was like, if it will make me happy, please, I should go for it. And I asked my aunt, and my aunt said, no. Who's going to take care of you when you go there? My cousins, nobody encouraged me, only one person.
So your family were worried because their rehabilitation was a little bit far from home.
Yeah, not just far from home. They just felt it was impossible.
Okay.
And because in my whole generation, I'm the first person to be blind, so I didn't think it was possible for me to go do something. So I had this friend that has been my friend since 2012.
Mm-hmm.
So we're pretty much close. So I told him, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to do. And he told me, if it will benefit my life, I should go for it. I shouldn't listen to what anybody's going to tell me. And he encouraged me, because he helped me fill out the form and submitted the application online, and when it was time for the interview, I did it and everything. So pretty much he was away. So I told him I can't speak to my dad, and he was like, go talk to your dad, go talk to your dad. I was like, I'm so scared. He said, do it. So, and coincidentally, then I lost my cousin brother, who was back home. He graduated from Oxford University. He came back home. His dad bought him a sport car, and he went out and he had an accident and he died. So it was a shaking moment for my family. And then it wasn't up to 2 weeks, my mom lost her dad.
Oh no.
So it was terrible. Then the following day, my granddad died on 1st April, 2nd April, one of my cousins died too. So that period was terrible for my family, 2017, March and April. So I used that to my advantage. I know it's wrong the way I said it was wrong. Because my uncles that lost their kids were grieving, and my dad too was grieving because of course they are his children. So he was talking to me about it, that this life is nothing, blah blah blah. I can see how my cousins died. It's just quite unfortunate. They're all young graduates and everything. So I was like, yeah. And I told him, that was when I told him, I'm tired of staying at home. And he was like, but I said, yes, I want to make something of my life. I don't want to die empty. I want to die full. I don't want to die empty. He's like, what do you mean? I said, I don't want to die just like that without, right now you're praising them, saying they're graduates. I don't want to die without that word, because where I come from, especially my family, education is very important.
Yeah.
And where I come from, it's like my local government, my tribe, they are considered to be the most educated people in northeast Nigeria, because they don't take education for joke.
I see.
So I told him, I don't want to die empty. I want to have, even if it is a degree in my name, at least I can die with somebody saying, okay, she was a graduate, just like my cousins have been praised that they are graduates. So my dad said, what do you want to do? So I told him about the school, and I've done the interview and everything, and my dad was in shock. He said, that means you really want to do this because you went this far without even telling anybody. I said, yes. So he said, how can he have the school email address? So I gave it to him, and he started contacting them, and officially they said I have to resume by me. And my dad was in shock.
May, which year?
Like, you've been prepared. 2017.
2017 May, okay.
I did the application. Yeah, I did the application and everything around March.
Oh, March. So within 1 month.
Yes, and it was in April.
Okay.
I think April 20th or something. That was when I was talking to my dad. So my dad was in shock that I went this far and I was this ready to go this far without even talking to anybody. That means I'm really ready. And I told him I'm ready. And my mom has always been against it, and she kept on telling me that your dad's not going to accept it, your dad's not going to accept it. And I kept telling her that I'm going to keep trying. So when my dad accepted, that was when she said no. She's like, no, you're not going. I'm like, I'm going.
Oh, it was vice versa.
Yes, she didn't want to tell me no. So she kept saying that my dad's not going to accept. So now that my dad has accepted, she started saying no. I told her I'm doing this. And my dad was like, I went that far. She should just give me a chance. So they gave me the chance. And we went to Lagos with my parents.
Okay.
One went to Lagos with my parents. We went to the school. My dad bought my ticket, my return ticket, because he bought the return ticket for him and my mom. So he bought mine. And he told me the reason why he's buying my return ticket is this. If he doesn't like the school, I'm coming back home with him that same day. And I was like, okay, let's just go see for ourselves. So before we left...
Visual to blindness.